Sag, say.
Animations.
Hello and welcome to Blender Modeling with SAG, Episode 3. For today, we are going to make 3 bottles. So let's start by deleting our cube. And now let's go ahead and let's add mesh. We need a cylinder. Drop that down to about 12. There we go. Now let's duplicate our cylinder. Where are we? Duplicate. Let's hit the Y key and move that over here. And now, grab this, and let's move this over here. And now, for our third bottle, let's go ahead and add a cube. And let's go ahead and keep that like that. So, let's start out over here. So why don't we start with a wine bottle? So we'll go ahead and hit S to scale. Bring that down just a tiny bit. Use our grid here. Like so. And let's hit X here. Bring this right up to about there. And from the bottom, let's go ahead into Tab, Edit Mode. Select our bottom face. Inset our face. Yeah, let's go about there. And there. Now we grab our tool here and pull that up. Like so. And now let's go up here, select this face, and let's go probably, we'll say about there. And now let's go ahead and extrude that up, pull that up about, we'll say about there. And now we'll go a little bit more about there. S to scale, pull that in. And let's go, oh, whoops, wrong button. Control Z is how you undo a whoopsie. Go ahead here and S to scale again. Grab our little grab tool. Pull that down. About, that looks about right. And now we'll go ahead and extrude that up. About there. And let's go up a little bit one more time for a nice little spot here. And we'll go up to here. And make our little spout here. S to scale. Pull it out a little bit. Pull it up a little bit more. And one more time. S to scale. And now let's go ahead and inset our face. Like so. Now we'll make this bottle already open, so we'll have the cork already popped. So let's go ahead and extrude that up. Just like that. Perfect. Now let's just play around with the scale just a little bit. Maybe that cork is a little bit too big. Let's put that in a little further. About there. And let's go ahead and edge loop here. We'll say probably about there. Okay, now let's go ahead, select, and let's go ahead and Okay, so now we want to do some beveling. So let's go ahead and Alt, select that edge loop, Shift, Alt, select that edge loop, Shift, Alt, select that edge loop, and go ahead up here and Shift, Alt, select that one. And now let's go into our bevel tool, bevel, and let's just make that really nice. About there. See what this looks like. Yeah, that one actually doesn't look too good up there. Let's Control Z, and we will just unselect that one. But I like the way the others look, so we'll go ahead and don't know. Okay. Well, actually, let's just do this one at a time then, because we want that to look really nice, like that. And now let's see what's going on down here. I'll select this bevel. Like that. And then let's go ahead and I'll select this one and bevel this one. But yeah. There. That looks nice. And now let's go ahead and select this one. Just a little bit. Like so. Go up here. And for this one, let's just go real easy with the beveling. We'll just go with one loop. Select this one. Just easy does it. Nice. Just one. Now let's go up here, select this one. Go ahead and bevel this just a little bit. Just a wee bit. About like that. Okay. And now this one, we're just gonna go real easy with the bevel. Like so. There we go. Now let's go ahead to object mode, select our bottle, modifiers. Let's go to our subdivision surface, 2 levels. It actually looks pretty good. Although it might not be exactly one-to-one to a real water, wine bottle, but you know, it'll do. Now then, let's go over here and let's do a liquor bottle. Let's see. We want to do roughly about the same size, so let's pull this up to about here. Let's scale this down just a bit, like so. There we go. And now let's go into edit mode. Select our face. And let's pull that down a bit, about there. And then let's go ahead and extrude that up about, we'll say about there. About, wait a minute. Yeah. Okay. Made a bit of a whoopsie. No big deal. It's art. Go ahead and extrude this up. We'll say about there. Now we'll go ahead and go one more time. About there. Let's pull that down. I don't quite like the way that looks. Yeah, make the label about there. Ooh, scale that down a bit to about there. Okay. Now then. Now we get a little bit more complicated. Let's go ahead and select our face. And now we'll go ahead and Loop Tools, which is a Blender add-on. And what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to circle. But first, we need to inset. We'll say about there. That seems about right. And now we're going to inset one more time. And now we're going to go ahead and grab our edge selector and subdivide, 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 and subdivide. Now we're going to grab our face, and now we're going to do our circle, and we end up with something about right. S, and let's just scale that on the y-axis a little bit, about like yay. And now we can pull that up just a little bit. Now let's go ahead and pull this up for about, we'll say here, and we'll go up a little bit more, S to scale, pull that out, or about there, scale it down, up, and then here we'll just go ahead and go scale. Okay, now we have our bottle mostly done here. So now let's go ahead and do some beveling. I think this is going to look really nice, hopefully. Ooh, forgot one. No, oh, that one. No, other one. There we go. Okay, let's go ahead and grab our little bevel tool. And, oh, no, that's too much. Like that. Okay. Now we're going to have a little bit of fixing to do over here. But that's okay. Now we go here. Select our face here. And let's go ahead and inset our face. Oh, like there. Inset one. No, never mind. See, this is a bit problematic. So we're going to have to do a little bit of fixing. Let's delete our face. And we're left with this abomination. So we're going to go ahead here and select our vertices and do a little bit of connecting. Merge at last. Merge at last. That fixes that one. And since we want to have a quad, we want to get rid of this here. Dissolve edge. There. So now we'll go ahead over here and once again merge at last. Select, merge at last. Get rid of our little guy here. Ooh, whoops. Dissolve edge, not delete. Okay, now what we want to do from here is we want to go ahead and do some symmetry. So we're going to run an edge loop right up through the middle, like so, on this side and on this side. And then just connect our edge loops, like so. So connect vertex pairs here, and connect vertex pairs here. Perfect. Now, we still have a little bit of fixing to do. So let's see, let's pick a side. Go ahead here. And let's just do it like that, and then move that over this way a bit. It's not perfect, but it'll do. Oop, selected the wrong one. There we go. Okay. Now this is probably going to be the only time I'll say a triangle is perfectly fine, because it's going to look weird if we get rid of that. So now we're going to go ahead here and do an edge loop up this way, and an edge loop up this way. We're going to go ahead and connect our vertices. Over here, connect our vertices. And now we want to go ahead and connect our vertices here. And now we go into our X view, hit our wireframe view here, X-ray, and just select everything on this side. And let's 86 all of that. There. Now, select our object, duplicate object, hit our Y key to bring it over, mirror on the Y, pull that back over, like so. Up here, turn the wireframe off. Let's get that as close as we possibly can. About like that. Select our other object, join, and edit mode down here. And let's, ooh, whoops, we gotta turn our wireframe back on. merge by distance. And now we'll zoom in nice and close just to see. We still have our two vertices here, so we'll just up the distance like so until our dots become one. And there we go. Now let's go down here to the bottom. I suppose I picked the wrong side, so yeah, this could have been done already if I'd paid more attention, but oh well. Like I said, this is art. You can have fun with it. Okay, now we go here, select our 4 vertices. Well, even more now. F for face. Oh, I missed one. Now F. And pull that down a bit like so. And let's use our loop tool. Make a circle. Scale that down a bit. And inset that a little bit more. And we shall pull that up through. Now we do some beveling. Perfect. Now let's go ahead here, select our object, add modifier, generate, subdivision, and we can see it's just a little bit on the ugly side. So let's cancel that. You know what, let's just leave it. It's kind of blocky, but you know, some bottles are like that. And now let's go ahead and do our 3rd bottle. This one we're going to go real simple, just like a vodka bottle. Into edit mode, select our face, inset one more time, pull that right up through. Let's go ahead and pull that up to about there. Now we'll pull that up one more time to about there. Scale that in. And we'll go ahead and pull that up to about there. And now one more time, scale that out about there. And there. Now we made this just a little bit too big, so we're going to go into object mode. Now we go select, or right click, set origin to geometry, and scale that down a bit. About, yeah, maybe just a little bit bigger. Yeah, there we go. And let's go ahead and edit mode. And let's select our edge loops here and here. And let's bevel that. Like so. Let's go up here. Select our edge loop, bevel that just a tiny bit. Like so. And there, we have our bottle. Now then, let's go back over here to this object, our wine bottle. We're going to here create a new material, add little plus. Now we have two materials. Now we go into edit mode and let's go ahead here and select about, we'll say that much. We're going to assign here to our label, and that sets that one. Tab, select this one. Go to tab, we're going to go ahead and select, add two, new material, and now we're just going to select these faces here. We're going to go ahead and assign them to that. And let's actually go up here. Let's go with a third one. Nice little design up here. And this one. Perfect. And now tab. Select this, tab, and let's go ahead and add our two material slots. Select this, assign, and there. Now we can actually get some stuff done. Go over here, turn this off, and wine bottles are usually pretty dark in color. So let's go ahead and grab a nice brownish color. Or no, like a bluish color maybe. Let's go there. Let's just bring that. Ooh, first we gotta go over here so we can see it. And let's just turn that way down. Bring that. I don't like that color too much. Yeah, I suppose that's good enough. About there. Bring our down about there. Ooh, we forgot about the cork, didn't we? Okay, yeah. Third slot. Material. Edit mode. Let's go ahead here to this. And assign. Let's see, will this work? Yes. Yeah, that was worth a shot. Anyway, it's not too big a deal. Let's go ahead and make our cork. Let's pull that right down about, we'll say about there. Pull our darkness down a bit. Maybe go more toward that color. And let's turn roughness all the way up for our cork. And for our label, let's go ahead and pick a nice color. We'll say you know, maybe red would look nice. Yeah, fancy red label. Let's go over to here, to this bottle, and once again, we want to pull this down. Up there. I'll turn our roughness down a bit. And now we'll say for our label, we'll have a yellow label. For this, we'll just have maybe same color, I guess. Yeah, same color. Now for our vodka bottle, let's go ahead and select, bring our brightness down, and I'm going to pull this down a bit, just like so. And for this, we'll make that a nice pink label. So there, we have our 3 bottles. And if you enjoyed this episode, please leave a like, subscribe, and we'll catch you around the next time.